Hello, and thanks for joining us on the podcast that discusses all things gaming. Coming to you from the home of Gen Con and the gaming capital of the world, this is The Established Facts. This is Big Don.
And this is Josh.
And we are coming to you from Indy PopCon, the inaugural Indy PopCon, that is. And we just hope to see everybody in the world come on down here. Prices are reasonable. You can get a 3-day pass, and it's still early, so...
Table 537, right in the middle of all the artists, because apparently Internet Alley was full.
That's right.
We thought we'd come over and set up a few games. If people are interested, we're going to hopefully drop this on Saturday, just kind of give everybody an intro. I may even put it up later today. We'll see. I'm excited. I don't know about you, Don.
Oh, I'm totally excited. It's going to be a good time. And
we got plenty of people here. You got your kids back here eating food. We got Avital Guernsey as the TARDIS, and, of course, your lovely wife. We're open to hear from many people that have come over as dressed up or other artists, whatever it is. We're going to give them the opportunity to talk to us. Don, what is it you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to a lot of the cosplay. I mean, the nice thing is, even though we are in an area where, we're kind of in between an artist and a comic book artist and across the aisle from a couple crafty artisans, so far the costumes have been really cool, and it's kind of a cool place to be. We're right in the middle, in the back of the convention center, so everybody's got to come hang out and check out the area that we're in. And so we get a chance to see a lot of really cool costumes. And I think Wario just walked by. And I saw a guy who was in a 300 costume a couple minutes ago. And Bumblebee is here.
Well, there's some serious irony to that, because right on the end of our alley is an actual, yellow Chevy Camaro. And then watching him walk by was pretty entertaining.
They're brothers.
Well, you have to. You got to show support.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, I mean, that, and, I'm really, to be honest, I'm really looking forward to meeting a lot of really cool industry people and just a lot of cool people that share a lot of the same interests that we do with gaming, and it's going to be neat. It's going to be neat. We got a couple friends from other podcasts that are here, so we might even try and get a little bit of a blurb from them sometime this weekend, and we've got an interview on Sunday of the con.
Still yet to be determined.
That's right. We have a time. We don't know we don't know who's going to be there. But if you are coming to Indy PopCon, especially if Josh he should drop the episode at least by tomorrow. Come down on Sunday. Check us out. 11:45 to 12:45 is our interview on the live podcast stage. We would love for you guys to come down and show us some podcast support and. Yeah. Well,
and interesting when it comes to podcasts, the Sam Ash stage has been set up, and yes, I'm plugging Sam Ash because they provided all the equipment.
Yeah.
That's been set up throughout the weekend. If I am correct here, the exhibit hall hours were Friday from noon to 6. If you were here, I'm glad. And then Saturday 10 to 7 and Sunday from 10 to 5. Right. Throughout the day, they're going to be doing VIP specials with the different guests that are here. The podcasts are going to be recording, interviewing the guests throughout. Great shopping experiences. Please make it a point. Get out here, have some fun.
Well, there's a lot of really cool events going on outside of just the exhibit hall, too. So make sure you come through the exhibit hall, check out all the artists and the artisans, and come say hi to us and let us know that you're a listener. We got a bowl of candy for you, and you can play a game possibly. But definitely check out some of the other events that are going on too. They're doing a podcasting 101 for those of you who are interested in getting into the industry that makes gobs and gobs of free money, and then there's cosplay workshops, and there's a couple other writing things, and there's a lot of really cool stuff going on. So definitely come down, check out the events. Also, for those of you coming down on Saturday, there is an after party after 7 o'clock, which is kind of cool. It's free to anybody who gets a badge. And then there is also a VIP party. So come down, check out some information about that. And
as in terms of gaming, I don't know if it's our guys with the Hoosier Gamers or not.
Yeah, it's two groups, but one of them is the Hoosier Gamers.
Well, and they've got just a massive gaming hall over there. Everything from video games to board games to card games, all that stuff has been set up over there for people to play, try out, and enjoy. And I think they're going to be even open.
It's open
the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
That's
I think
phenomenal.
It's a 24-hour game every day. So.
Well, that's the first time I've noticed that with the convention center. Maybe Gen Con will be able to take advantage of something like that. Do they?
Well, I mean, they have
in the halls.
They have open gaming all night, and they have different areas for open gaming all night. But they shut down like certain areas, like the board game room and things like that, at a certain point. So it is kind of interesting to see that, we've got a group of people, especially local people, that are coming in, and they're taking over that hall, and they're going to be rocking out with games all weekend from, midnight to probably 5 on Sunday. I don't know. Whenever they're going to close.
Was it 5 when they close? It sure is. 5 o'clock on Sunday.
So it's going to be cool. I mean, we're definitely going to make it a point to get over there and play a game or two when we get a chance. But
well, people are slowly trickling in. Hopefully we get some people to stop by. This is going to probably sound like a broken up podcast for at least today. We'll probably check in every once in a while. And so if it sounds a little disjointed, we apologize. But you know what? It's a con. We figured we'd give some updates along the way. So with that being said, we're out for first time. And enjoy PopCon.
That's right. Enjoy PopCon. See you guys. This is Big Don from the Established Facts.
And this is Josh.
And this is kind of our day one midday update. Just kind of keeping everybody at grips of what's going on in the con. We are at Indy PopCon 2014, the inaugural running of Indy PopCon. Josh, so far, what has been kind of a surprising thing that you've gotten a chance to experience?
We've had quite a few people stop by our table discussing the different games. Of course, we've put out on our table a copy of Dungeon Roll, Munchkin, Fiasco, and Pirate Fluxx, and people are just intrigued, like, why are all these games sitting out here? And it's a great little conversation starter. Even turned into a discussion again about the Microsoft versus Sony, which has always been fun for us to talk about. We even have some people here right now.
That's right. How you guys doing? Pretty good. Yeah? You enjoying yourself at Indy PopCon? Yes. Very good. Very good. Well, we're just a local podcast. We're known as the Established Facts. We're from Indianapolis, Southwest Side. We talk about all things gaming, anything from video game violence to getting new people into games and things like that. So, what kind of games are you guys into?
A little bit of everything. I play a lot of RPGs.
Okay.
But I also do a lot of war games.
Okay.
So
a bit like big board strategy games and things like that, like Axis and Allies and stuff.
No, more like War Machine.
Yeah, miniature war games.
Yeah, the miniatures.
Okay. Do you play Horde?
I have a Signar army and a Legion army.
Okay,
so.
Very cool. I got into that for a little while. I played
War Machine. You did play that.
Was it the Russians?
No, it's the Zealots.
Menoth.
Yes, Menoth. That's right. Protectorate of Menoth. Yeah, I played those I've actually got quite a few of those pieces. I've still got my choir and a couple of my jacks and stuff like that. So
is an interesting army.
Yeah.
I don't like them at all.
We have a couple friends.
Play against Michael.
We have a couple friends that play Signar.
Because I play Michael.
Yeah.
And I don't like it that the avatar doesn't have a cortex.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run my Lancer up. I'm gonna bash it. Do shield bash. It doesn't have a cortex. You could have told me that before I wasted those.
Yeah, right. Yeah, awesome. Now my guy's dead. Thank you very much. You're awesome. You're a winner. Very cool.
WinRAR is you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I never got much into War Machine. I know I was definitely interested in it. I bought one set, but I don't have the patience to paint anything. And
you didn't even have the patience to put them together. They're still in the box. I've seen the box.
I pay. Don't feel bad. I pay someone to paint my miniatures.
Hey,
so.
I thought about it, and I bet I could pay some of my friends to do it without any questions. But I love War Machine because you buy a box set and I can play the game.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what was really great, and that's what attracted me to Privateer as opposed to Games Workshop.
Yeah.
Because with Games Workshop, you have to buy the core rule book, then you have to buy the faction book, Then you have to buy the models, and you have to have at least
You have to have at least 3 colors,
you have to have
and
you have to have 2 troops and an HQ squad.
Yep.
And then if you're going to make them tournament legal, they have to all be based. They have to all have at least 3 colors. You can
Yep.
only use GW colors. And they're not too fond of kit bashing. And I love kit bashing.
Right.
And I liked it. It's like, I can buy this box and put it together, paint it, and I'm done.
Right.
And that's what a lot of games I found are going to that.
Yeah.
Where it's like you play on a 4x4 board.
Yep.
It takes 2 hours to put everything up, play, and take everything down.
Yeah.
So it's really cool, and that's what Infinity is really great about that.
Infinity. I haven't heard of that one.
It's a war game. You buy the starter set, and that's everything you need.
Squad-based
Okay.
special forces urban tactics.
Oh, very cool. So it's a lot more. It's a lot more strategic in the way that you play it.
I like to refer to it as cover or religion. Everybody finds something because Because if you have more than 4 inches of unblocked terrain, that's like a kill zone.
Right.
And you have guys that are just sit there with a flamethrower and just open up.
Yeah.
I mean, if this was the table, there would literally be stuff everywhere. It's not like a tree here and a hill here. There'd be stuff everywhere for cover.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's a guy.
So it's like real natural environments.
It's like it's a lot of city.
Okay. A lot of urban. Like you said. Yeah. Okay.
What was that? The one that I'm trying to remember. The one that not wartime, but the 40K version of that, where it was the gangers and everything.
Yeah.
Necromunda. That's what it was.
Okay.
Where it was very small.
Right.
Kind of a game.
Okay.
But it's a very cool kind of. I like it. There's a bunch.
Well, it sounds like it's probably a lot more fast paced too.
It's
Like
a
the
lot
action
fast-paced.
is
Well,
because it's
what
closer
what
combat.
happens is it's from Spain. Corvus Belli.
Oh, okay.
Does it?
Okay.
And in Europe, since everything is so small there, you pay for 2 hours of a 4x4 table.
Oh, okay.
So
it's based on playing on a 4x4 table.
On a 4x4 table, and you have 2 hours to set everything up, play your game, and take everything down.
Wow.
I think you get maybe a couple minutes leeway, but if you don't, then you pay for that next 2 hours, whether you use it or don't.
Wow.
So it's a very fast-paced game. It's
Very cool.
It's all D20. That's the only dice you.
Oh, wow.
D20.
Okay.
And it's Wheel of Fortune, or it's Price is Right rules, where you have a target number and you try to get closest without going over.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, and if you hit directly on that number, then it's a critical hit.
Oh, very cool.
So it's a very fast-paced. You don't need a lot of models. They also have a thing called sectorial armies.
Okay.
Which, are you familiar with kind of how the Imperial Guard played in 40K?
Kind of.
Where it's like you had the Cadians, you had the Harakani Warhawks, you had.
Yeah.
This is a similar thing, but like the Yujing, which is the Asian. It's Chinese, but then they have a Japanese sectorial army where it's like samurai.
Okay.
And
Okay.
like Akira bikes. And
Oh, okay. Okay.
They look very much like Akira bikes.
Okay. Right on.
So it's kind of a cool thing. I play the Hak Islam, which they come from a desert planet.
Okay.
They've gotten rid of all the fundamentalist fanatics in Islam, and it's more of a back to the roots, where it's a very humanist kind of thing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there's a lot of doctors, which I suck at rolling saves. So
Okay.
so they were like, these guys have the best doctors. I was like, I'm taking them.
Yeah. Right. Sounds good. So it's kind of like the mercs from
It's a lot like
private,
Mercs.
like with the War Machine. Yeah, with War Machine.
It's a lot like Mercs, where it's
You can play it with a larger unit of not even the same section kind of thing.
You have to play it with the same. They do have mercs, which you can add to your
Oh, okay.
army,
Okay.
but you're like the sectorials. You play with all the.
They are a part of a. Okay.
They are a faction. Like there's.
Okay. Gotcha.
With Hak Islam, there's essentially two different sectorials that they have. They have the Bashi Bazooks, which are like, essentially just a lot of firepower laid down.
Okay.
And then they have the Hashishins, which are assassin sneaky types.
Okay.
And
Okay.
And they're coming out with new ones. They're coming out with, I think it's the Ariadna, that's the faction, and they're coming out with Americans for it.
Oh, very cool.
Which I don't know anything about it. They've joked that they're going to be on four-wheelers with
Yeah. That sounds appropriate. That sounds appropriate.
I would think was funny. But
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it's. But there's the Ariadna. It's like Celtic, France, American.
It's like a conglomeration
Yeah,
of.
they were the first. Ariadna was the very first colony that Earth founded, and then there's like something happened, and they're the least technologically advanced of the faction, but they have like werewolves.
Oh, okay. So it's almost more like they have like a magical.
No, they've regressed. It's more
gotcha. Okay.
And they do have. Each faction has their own historical figure. Like the Ariadna has William Wallace.
Oh yeah, man.
There's a lot. I forget who it is that the Hakislam has, but he's not a fighter. He's a tactician, so he gives a lot of bonuses to like your tactics.
Okay.
But it's a really fun game. It plays really fast.
Very cool. All right. Well, what are your? Yeah.
Infinity. Okay. It's by Corvus Belli. They're a Spanish thing. They're a Spanish company, but they've made a lot. They made a lot of news over here with it being a very fast-paced kind of game. Where it's like, hey, I have my case. Let's play a game.
Right. You can actually play a tournament in 6 hours.
Right. It's not like GW where it's like you have to block off a whole day. It's like,
right.
Let's set this stuff up Friday night, and then we'll come back here.
Right.
We'll play off Saturday. And then we'll go.
And then hopefully we'll be done by Sunday.
Hopefully be done by Sunday afternoon. Because I got homework I gotta do.
Right. Right.
You can go in, get a game done, and
that's cool.
It took me 2.5 hours for my first game.
Oh, okay.
So that's how quick everything.
Yeah, that's really good.
Learning, yeah.
All right. Very cool. All right.
Well, definitely make sure you grab
I grabbed.
Check us out.
I grabbed a card. So.
And what are your names?
I'm Kurt.
Kurt.
Yeah.
I'm Don.
I'm Victor.
Victor.
And I'm Josh.
Cool.
Hope you guys listen to us, and I hope you don't mind.
That's right. That's right.
I'm all. That's fine.
Right on.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Yep.
And that's what I like most about
right.
PopCon.
Absolutely. Yeah. That was cool. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of been our day since about 1 o'clock. We've had quite a few people come up and just kind of chat with us about games and grabbing business cards and hanging out and stuff like that. Again, still really good cosplay. There's more and more people coming in, and I'm kind of excited about what's going to happen tomorrow on Sunday. It's going to be busy. So
let's hope so.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, there you go. The Established Facts Update 1 on Friday.
Right. That's right.
Have a good one, guys.
Yep.
Let's try that again. I'm an idiot, okay? I forgot to hit record beforehand.
All right.
We're doing an actual play with Teaspoon from Crit Confirm for Pirate Fluxx. I forgot to hit record. Shoot
okay.
me.
It's all right. It's okay. All right, so the basic rule, draw one and play one. Yep. You're going to draw yellow cards are rules, blue cards are actions, pink cards are goals, which will coincide with green cards that are keepers or black cards that are creepers. Now, the only rule that you really have to worry about is the creeper rule. Mm-hmm. Whenever you have a creeper, if you draw one from the top of the deck, or you get one dealt to you in the beginning, you immediately have to play it on the table in front of you. However, you immediately draw a card to replace it as well.
Okay.
Now, the downside about creepers is unless the win condition or the goal matches with that creeper, you cannot win the game with that creeper and play in front of you. So that's basically the rules of Fluxx. So Josh is going to start, and then I'll probably help Joey with his turn, then I'll go, and then Cody/Teaspoon is going to go.
All right. I'm cool.
So again, you start the game with 3 cards. You draw one based off the current rule being draw one, play one. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and play one of my keepers, the Galleon.
The Galleon, all right. All right, Joey, pick up your cards.
Attention PopCon attendees. If Steve Chino could come
to pick all these up.
Thank you.
If anyone had any questions about this being live, that was enough.
That's right. All right. Now you're going to hold all these in your hands. Now, what card do you want to play? Do you want to play a green card, a blue card, or a yellow card? The blue card. All right. The blue card says draw 2 and use them. So you're going to set your hand aside, draw 2 cards off of there, and then we're going to play them, and then we're going to pick up our hand and continue our turn, which should just be the end of our turn. So this is going to go.
The neat thing about this game is the cards pretty much tell you exactly what you need to do.
It's handy.
All right. So the cool thing about Fluxx is when you play a new rule, the rule immediately comes into play.
Okay.
So we're going to, because we play the action card, draw 2 them, and use them, the first thing we're going to play is a draw 5.
Okay.
Which means I'm going to draw an additional 4 cards because I've already drawn 1 for my turn, and those cards are going to go into my regular hand. Or Joey's hand, I should say. So you got 4 cards. Let's put these right here. And then the second card he's going to play is Tropical Island. So he is done with his turn. All right, Joe, hold on to these cards. And then your turn is after Josh, okay? All right, now it's my turn. Draw a card.
So the new rule is only in play for your turn. Is that correct?
No, the new rule is now the new rule.
Okay. So it's the everybody's
2,
rule.
right. 3.
Which makes it interesting, especially if you're in the middle of something and you change the rules for the next guy.
Right, it
because-
can completely change your strategy. You know, there's all kinds of fun stuff like that. All right, I'm going to play 4. So we're drawing 5 and playing 4.
Okay.
Will be closing in 10 minutes.
So the rules add up.
Yeah, until somebody resets the rule, or let's say you have a draw 3, it will replace your draw 5. Draw 5 will go to the discard pile, and now we're drawing 3 and playing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So rules replace
Similar rules.
other rules, similar rules.
And unless there's something that says otherwise, it's almost always one of that type. One draw card, one play card, one goal card. But there are other things that change that.
I'm going to play a keeper limit 4, which means you can only ever have 4 cards that are green. I don't think creepers count.
Creepers do not, because they're not keepers.
So you can only ever have 4 keepers in front of you at any one time. If you ever have any more than that, you have to discard down to 4. All right, so that's my second play. I'm going to go ahead and play a goal, which is sword and pistol, and literally, if you have the sword and the pistol in front of you at any time, as soon as you have it, you win.
Okay.
That's how this game works. So that's why it can go pretty quick, or it can go forever.
Sure.
So
Makes sense.
and then I'm going to go ahead and play gunpowder as one of my keepers and pass turn.
All right.
So you're drawing 5.
My 5.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yep, I'll be here. All right, so I got my 5, and I
And
play
then you get to
4.
play 4, unless you change the play rule, and then you can play as many as that tells you.
Sure. All right, I'll do new rule.
Okay.
Play 3.
Okay, draw 3. Go ahead and throw that draw 5 into the discard pile there, and we'll just slide this right on top. There we
The
go.
reason why you make sure to put it in the discard pile is there are actions that actually say pull one from the discard pile,
Right.
and that gives them the option to.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right, I will do.
The other nice thing is if you draw 5 and then you replace it with a draw 3, you don't have to discard. So
Play this card, do whatever it says, and place it in the discard pile.
Couldn't do. So everybody around me cheered.
Is it a blue action card?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just do it. Take what you want. Use what you take is actually what it says. So I take a card from somebody's hand and I play it.
This is actually
So Joey, lift up your cards in case
I'll take
somebody
those
wants to
guys.
take one. All right.
All right.
And now your action goes to discard pile.
Okay.
on a whole new front end.
So oranges.
And replace it with another model.
So that's your second play?
Okay, cool.
I'll do shipwreck.
What's that do?
All ship keepers and player discarded.
Which means that my galleon from earlier gets destroyed.
Yay.
No.
That was like.
And then I'll do the cannon.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right, so the
Draw
current
3.
rules, again, are draw 3, play 4, keeper limit 4. So I'll draw 3.
Win condition is sword and pistol.
Did you guys just have it this under the table?
Yeah, we just had it on the table.
I don't know if I knocked it off or not.
No, you're good. No, we got that big vinyl sign there. I
Nice.
just put that up there.
I'm fine. I'm fine by myself. This is.
All right, well, I'm going to.
She actually told me she's gonna do all this stuff.
My first play will be put a keg down.
I have her dad's Vietnam medals.
Let's see. My next 2 plays are to go keeper limit 2 and then keeper limit 3.
Oh crap! I just
Okay.
talked about this too.
So there's 2.
And then my final play will be to change the play 4 to play 2.
Well, that's a jerk move. Sorry. All right, Joey, you're going to draw 3 cards. Draw 2 more. That was 1. There's 2.
Not where I was for a second.
And there's 3. Good job. All right.
Comic-Con's an alliteration.
Let me help you.
Since we're human, our brains work on patterns.
For all of you listeners, I'm playing with my 5-year-old son in my lap, so
Gotta teach him young.
that's right.
That's right.
Because of the ease of spotting you in your TARDIS costume, I now say that whenever I go anywhere with a group of 4 or more people, one person has to wear at least that hat.
All right. So the first thing we're gonna play is this one
That
right
was
here, okay,
amazing,
Joe?
guys.
We're gonna play Everybody Gets One.
I went the other way.
So we're gonna take 4 cards. All right, Joey. You okay?
So as I mentioned earlier, in the podcast, Avital's wearing her TARDIS costume, and it includes a lit up camp light attached to a beanie.
Choose one and give it to
so
me.
easy to speak or
Choose one of
see
those
her.
and give it to
She's
me.
like this, kind of awkwardly. Or
One of these 4. Choose one of those and give it to me.
Or when she was carrying your float back, she's like this because it goes past her
Now
shoulders.
choose one of
it goes
these
in her
and
shoulders.
give it to
Oh, live podcasting while gaming.
Choose one of those and give it to Josh. And then this one is yours, okay? Alright, and then we have one more we can play. We're gonna play the Cutlass. The Cutlass means we are halfway to winning. Yeah, almost.
That's right.
there,
The 5-year-old is halfway to winning with
That's right.
the sword and pistol, which means they must have the
Yar.
pistol and the cutlass in their keeper pile to win the game. I've never done play-by-play for Fluxx before. This is
Right.
pretty interesting.
It is interesting.
It's hard to do an audio to. It's a very visual game, but it's also a card game.
Yeah.
I guess it's better than poker. Well, he's come out of there with pocket aces, and
Right.
I would love
oh, this is actually a.
Heating up. He's drawing. Oh, it's flipping over.
Here comes the river.
That's right.
Alright, 2 plays.
The colors, dude. The colors.
I'm gonna go ahead and trash the keeper rule. So go ahead and throw that in the discard pile for me. And then I'm gonna play.
While he's finishing up his turn there, how's your con been so far there, Teaspoon?
Good. It's been very eventful. Had some good interviews. Looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah?
Hopefully it'll be a little bit more exciting to today. Today was a little slow.
Well, but you guys were the opening podcast with Christian Nara. That's a
How'd that go?
good start.
I heard you guys built his character
We
in
did. We
Pathfinder.
built
That's
Hodor.
awesome.
It was a lot of fun. And we went over there and we had him. The goal is to get these celebrities to fill out their character sheets and then, as the player name, sign their signature.
Oh,
so we got
that's
him
awesome.
the signature at this
All right.
So, Creeper, I have to play this right to the field,
You
correct?
sure do.
Correct.
All right.
And
You
then
can't win if you have this unless the goal says otherwise.
And then you immediately draw a card to replace it.
To make up for it, yes.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. You can't win unless if you have this. If you have oranges or limes on the table, discard this immediately.
There you go.
All right. I'm okay with that.
Which means you don't get rid of oranges,
I guess
as we were
so.
having a discussion earlier.
Interesting. Okay.
So you still have 2 plays because those do not count.
Okay. And is there a way I get rid of this, or does it just go away naturally?
Whatever.
There are other cards
There are cards
that
that will let you trash a creeper.
Gotcha.
Or
During
there might
your
be
turn,
another
You
condition.
can discard this card if you also have a booty keeper from the table. Or you may give this card away if you have a captain's hat on the table.
There you go.
Okay.
Booty card is anything with the coin
The money
purse
symbol.
on it.
Okay. All right. I will play an action of steal a keeper, and I'll take this.
Oh, sad
And does it get rid of both of them?
face. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I should probably get rid of my
brilliant.
oranges as well, right?
No,
No.
oranges,
Okay.
because that
Oranges
says
stay.
it was very clear that it stated that if you have them on the table, discard the creeper.
Gotcha.
Still an awkward time. We're still spinning.
Well, as you can hear, that sounds like the end of day 1 for Indy PopCon.
That's right. I'm getting ready for
2014.
my
Please tell me no.
departure.
I guess we couldn't have timed that much better then, could we?
Hello?
Well, with that being
I'm
said,
gonna head back over there.
Don't forget,
we're going to send...
because the exhibit hall is closed, the convention is not over. Lots of events. Check your program guide.
That's a pretty key piece of information.
Yeah, right. I know that there's a 24-hour game room.
That's right.
There's still the comedy show.
Paul and Storm on the main
Storm
stage.
on the main stage. And
True Dungeon 101 is going on right now.
Yep.
We were already told about that by
6
Lance.
o'clock on the nose. So definitely, if you're still here, come and check it out. If you're not here, come and check it out. And we will talk to you guys again later. Thank you so much, Teaspoon,
Thank you for having me.
hanging out. And we'll check you guys later.
All right. Later.
Bye.
Please visit us at www.theestablishedfacts.com and our Facebook page, facebook.com/theestablishedfacts. If you would like to support us by buying some merchandise, visit cafepress.com/castingrobot.
Bonus